Welcome to Naresh IT Technologies. This is Ramachandra. In the last few videos, I did talk about methods. What is method and what is the difference between block and method and different types of methods I did talk, like void method, non-void method, static method, non-static method, and these type of classification I given in the last few videos. Especially in this video, I am going to talk about some other type of methods based on parameters. So in the previous videos we did to talk about based on modifier and based on return type, and now in this video I'm going to talk about based on parameters. So whenever we communicating with any method in Java language, mainly we need to concentrate on access modifiers, maybe private, maybe default, maybe what public and protected. We need to concentrate on these 4 access modifiers, and also we need to concentrate on modifier like whether it is a static or non-static, and we need to concentrate on a return type. Maybe it is what here, void or non-void, and we need to concentrate on method name, and later we need to concentrate on number of parameters and type of parameters as well as order of parameters, and the last one we need to concentrate on throws keyword. So totally there are 6 concepts to interact with the methods. So already we did complete about this concept as well as what here return type, and now today we are going to talk about based on this number of parameter and type of parameters as well as order of parameters. Based on this concept, I am going to talk about two different types of methods. One is argument method. Or parameterized method. Another one is zero argument method or non-parameterized method. There are 2 types of methods based on parameters. One is argument or parameterized method. Second one is what here, zero argument or non-parameterized method. Now first let me concentrate on zero argument or non-parameterized method. So what is the meaning of zero argument or non-parameterized method? Very simple. A method which doesn't contains any parameters in its parameter place is called zero argument method or non-parameterized method. A method which doesn't contains any parameters in its parameters place or argument place, that is what here zero argument method. So observe here, let me write one small syntax to understand this definition. Observe. Yes. Now here I am writing like one method like void m1, and see this is body of the method. This is what here body of the method. And this place technically called as whatever the space I writing with the dot symbols, that place technically called as either parameter place or argument place. So in the parameter place, if you are not declared any variable, that type of methods we can call as zero argument or non-parameterized method. Zero argument or non-parameterized method. So, how can we call this zero argument or non-parameterized method? Very simple. Whatever the programs we developed in the last few videos, every video is belongs to what here? This concept only, but especially I am highlighting this concept separately. That is why I am going to show you one more program on top of zero argument method. So, to show about program on top of this topic, I required one text editor. Here I am taking one text editor like Notepad, and here I am taking one class like what? Method demo. Now, here I am taking one method like void m1 method, void m1 method. See, this in this place I didn't design, I didn't declare any type of variable, I didn't design any type of variable. So, a method which does not containing any parameter, that type of method we can call as, zero argument method or non-parameterized method. Non-parameterized method. Then how can we call this method? Very simple here. For user friendly syntaxes purpose, I am writing one thing like zero argument method here. Good, zero argument m1 method, more clarity, zero argument m1 method. After that, here I am taking one main method like public static void main, and here I am writing like string array. Yes, in this string array I need to declare one object. Why? M1 method is what? Non-static data. If you want to access the non-static data from the static area, definitely what we required? Object we required. Maybe it is a referenced object or unreferenced object. For more clarity purpose, let me take referenced object method demo md equal to new method demo. Method demo md equal to new method demo. By using md, I am calling what here? One method like m1. Now, let me save this program method demo dot java. Now, already one class is there, one file is there on top of this one. It will asking to restart. Okay, replace it, not restart. Now, let me open command prompt and go to desktop, and here I am compiling the program java c method demo dot java. What happened here? So, it will giving one error. What is that? Cannot find symbol. What is that symbol? me variable. So, here I am declaring variable, reference variable is what? md, but I declared here I mentioned what? me. That is a small spelling mistake, not our program mistakes. Now, java c method demo dot java, and after that what I mention here, java method demo, then automatically we will get one output like a zero argument m1 method. That means here there is no parameter, to hold the value. That is why we are not sending any value in here. See, observe, if there is any parameter here, then I am going to send some value. Now, here a method which is only useful for executing the logic without accessing any data from the end user, in that particular scenario we should prefer zero argument method. One more time I am highlighting here, m1 method is comes under what here? Zero argument method. So, if you want to execute this method, we do not pass any value. Without taking any input from the end user, if you want to execute some logic, in that particular scenario we should go for what here? Zero argument method. Now, what is a argument method? What is argument method? Very simple. What is that argument method? Now, argument or parameterized method, a method which contains some parameters. Some parameters means what here? One or more, any type. In its parameter place, or argument place. In its parameter place is called argument method. Is called what here? Argument method or parameterized method. A method which contains some parameters, in its parameter place is called what here? Argument method or parameterized method. Very simple here. For example, in which scenario are you going to use this type of methods. For example, in the real world, if you want to withdraw the money, we are simply go to ATM machine and enter our card and enter our PIN number, and ATM machine will showing us what type of services do you want to access, like deposit, withdrawal, balance inquiry, mini statement, money transfer, PIN number change. A lot of services are displayed by the ATM machine. Now we are clicking on what? Withdrawal button. Whenever we clicking on withdrawal button, again ATM machine asking something like how much money do you want to transact. In that particular time, to execute that method, to execute that what is that withdrawal method, we need to enter some input data, nothing but we need to enter some amount. So in that particular scenario, we should always choose as a parameterized method. Now here a method which contains void m2, in this place int x. Yes, now here I am writing like system.out.println, this is parameterized. Which parameterized? Into parameterized m2 method, into parameterized m2 method. Now how to call this method? Observe md dot, that is also non-static, so I am calling md dot m2 method without passing any value, without passing any value. If you are, see guys, already I told you, whenever we calling any method, we need to consider 6 things. The fifth one is what? Number of parameters. Here number of parameters are how many? 0. Here 0, but here how many number of parameters we have? Only 1. So how many values we need to send? 1 value we need to send. Without sending the value, what happen? Observe, simply it will giving one compile time error. Compile time error. Method m2 in class method demo cannot apply to given types. So here compiler itself telling in the m2 method calling statement we required int type of data, but did I send any int type of data? No. So definitely I need to send here int type of value, sending like 1 2 3. Really that 1 2 3 value is coming to m2 method or not? Let me check. How can we check? By printing x value. So system.out.println, here I am printing x value. Now let me compile and execute this program one more time. Now java c method demo.java, in this particular time there is no compile time error. Why? The reason is this m2 method required int parameter value. Now what I am sending? Int parameter value. So here both are matched. If both are matched, there is no compile time error. Now I am executing the program. What happened here? Into parameterized m2 method, x value is what? 1 2 3. So based on the fifth principle, to access the methods, we can highlighting 2 types of methods. One is argument method, another one is what? Zero argument method. When should we choose the argument method? Whenever we want to execute the any logic by passing something input from the end user, then we should go for argument method. If you want to execute any logic without passing any input from the end user, we should go for what here? Zero argument method. These are the main difference between argument and zero argument. In the next video, I am going to highlight some other example on top of the argument or parameterized method. I hope you enjoy this video. For more videos, please subscribe Naresh IT channel. Thank you.